Hello, welcome to the Funko Illuminati. My name is Sean, and this is Pop Talk. Today we're going to be talking about ECC as well as Funko Europe's going to be releasing some of their backstock and just, have a good time in the process. Here we have LBD as always. Hey, LBD.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much. I sent the invite out to Andrew. He might be a little busy, and unfortunately, Claire is currently experiencing internet technical difficulties. She might, in all likelihood, she won't be on tonight, but hopefully things will change in the process. So, pretty good day so far for releases, I would say.
Yeah, see, what I'm liking about these releases. Hello, Debbie. Adrian Kititis. What I'm liking about these releases is I'm actually liking the fact that there isn't too many things I want, like where it's more balanced, where everybody's kind of getting their own niche. Everybody's getting a scratch, basically, that itch they can scratch. What's up,
Yeah,
Har?
and I'm actually happy for that as well. I mean, because and the one thing I want to point out too is I'm super glad that they made the limited release a pop that a very small niche market's going to want.
It's like maybe like 15%.
Actually, it's probably the first limited edition release where there'll be exactly 1,500 people.
Seriously. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, Bori. Welcome. Well, thank you guys for all coming on and being here. Yeah. What did you? Yeah, that's actually something I want to gauge the room. What did you guys think of that limited release? And if you're not sure what it is, give me a second and I will find it. All right, so there it is. I'm gonna pull that into the stream here. So apparently this will be a 1,500. Hold on, there we go. This is going to be 1,500 pieces. It is from Gummy Bears, for anybody who's wondering. It's one of the villain henchmen, I believe. I don't know his name specifically. I used to watch the show, but honestly, aside from the theme song, which is infectious, I don't really remember too much.
Are you gonna sing it for us, Sean?
I would like to, but now is not the time, and I don't need to get pulled off YouTube for copyright infringement. I've no, not Care Bears, Gummy Bears, Warrior. And honestly, I think it's a 1,500 piece limited edition is just. It was a show it was a show like nearing its lifespan near the late 80s, early 90s, and I think it was probably in its death throes in the 90s. But I mean, it's not like Bloody Ben or any other limited edition like.
Even Black Lightning was a better choice for that other con, and that one's the one that dropped dramatically after its release. Like it started
True.
up so high, and then it dropped. What is it now? Like one something.
It's actually something I can afford now, as opposed to when it first came out, because that was insanely expensive. I couldn't believe how much people were asking for that.
It was just a number, because to be honest with you, I like the show and I like the character. Don't get me wrong, but that specific pop was based off of the new show, and before that show, I think at least 75 to 80% of the people didn't even know who Black Lightning was.
Yeah, I watched the show. I'm behind by a few episodes right now. But I mean, yeah, you're actually, you know what, this sums it up. If people just get it because it's a limited count, and you're right. But I really think this will be one of those limited accounts that. Here's the thing. People that have been in the Funko game for a while now and understand how the market works and what people like and what people don't like, and understand that it's a very hyperinflated market in the sense of if you have it in hand, get it out, get it quick, because if you hold on to it, like GameStop stock, it's going to fizzle out quickly.
Like, okay, this one has me feeling that even the bots might stay away from it.
No, I can see somebody grabbing it and then throwing it up, but if they don't get it out within the next 2 days, it's gonna be a shelf warmer.
No. But I'm saying, well, obviously people are gonna pick it up. I know that.
Oh yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure there's gonna people who normally grab everything who will actually avoid it. That's what I'm saying.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I can't see me going for it. That's for sure. I mean, it's definitely not something on my want list, but I think overall, I mean, and ECC is, I mean, what, we're only in day 2, and they're supposed to be doing the releases for up until what, this Friday, I think.
I actually don't know how the releases are working for this time. Like for the when they did that whole Fun Fair or Funko Fair, what it was, I kind of knew, and I was
Yeah.
up to date on it. I actually, because I haven't with the spoilers that they
Hey,
gave
Michael
before,
P. Welcome.
didn't really give me like a really like it didn't get me energized to really look at the days. What's up, Michael?
Um,
So I don't
well,
know what like how long it's going for.
well, don't forget too, with the Funko Fair, they were doing this every 5 minutes, going day 5 of 7, day 5 of
That's
7.
true.
Hey, did I tell you day 5? You know, it was
Mm.
it was really, really just ridiculously. Hey, Populicious, welcome as well. It was just ridiculous, but I mean, this is looking to be well. I mean, the other thing too, people were moaning and bitching about was the Funko lottery again, which I really don't think there's ever going to be a way that you can appease people in this community. Sometimes, um,
Well,
uh,
here's the thing to me with that whole Funko lottery thing was, if you signed up for NYCC, you should almost automatically already be signed up for this one. So if you missed it, that's because you took it off because you were tired of receiving emails, and then that's nobody else's fault but yours.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, I showed you that post in a private chat that we were like, wow, man, people are getting pre-salty now. Usually
Yeah.
salt usually happens during or after, but now people are getting pre-pissy. Nice. It's
Well,
nice.
yeah, because the email that said it's like, oh yeah, you needed to be registered on the 14th came out on the 15th.
Yeah. You know what it should have had? It should have had a WAV file where you could just hear wow, wow, wow.
What's up, Nightshade?
Hey, Nightshade, welcome. Yeah, I saw that because I got I got it and went, oh, okay. Maybe this year will be my lucky year. But
Mm.
and then I saw people going, well, why didn't I get one? Well, did you sign up for the get the newsletter? No. Did you sign up for the Funko Club? No. Well, that could be a reason why.
Yeah.
At least they're consistent. Yeah, yeah. There's something to be said about that. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I'm happy I got the email. You know, I got lucky last time, and oddly enough, the everybody I wanted to help didn't get. I couldn't get what they wanted. I think I was able to help like two people, and that's about it.
yeah.
And it was like,
Well, no, go on. You were saying?
yeah, because like I said, I kept mine. I remember I kept mine quiet because I know how I like. I love a lot of people in this community, but I also know how a lot of other people will, and then you get a lot of new friends when you win something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to deal with that. I told the select few people who knew and they needed something. Oddly
Yeah,
enough, some of the people who I thought would need something actually also won the lottery themselves. So I was like,
yeah,
okay, cool. I don't have to worry about it. You know?
yeah. I can see that as somebody on the other side of the border. When Toys R Us gets something, you get a lot of new people that you don't normally get.
Yeah.
Like, hello, new friend.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're nice enough to ask how you're doing before they ask what they want.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, oh, yeah. There. I heard Ted Bundy was also a nice charmer. So just that doesn't help.
Well, he wrote a song. It was called "I Have Friends in Crawl Spaces." Um,
Hmm. But
uh,
like I said, I know a few people that I'll be willing to help if I get the if I because it's like I said, it's so spread out right now
mm,
that if I actually win the lottery this time, it I can help more than two people that I know. Because it's so all over. Like, and there's only like two things that I really want so
well,
far.
let's take a look at day one. Now, I tried to keep the pictures as combined as one just because it was easier. So let's take a look here. And okay, so we got virtual con. So we got this particular mascot that is from a children's book, from what I heard. Weedle on a Needle. That was it, which I thought was probably an alternative David Bowie song, but interesting. I mean, it's like I'm not even sure what to. it's like the Lorax met with like
No,
Snuffleupagus.
no, he met with the guy from Monsters Inc. The one that always gets shaved.
Oh,
The orange 23 was it? I can't remember the name of the damn code. I think it's
um,
2319 or something like that.
as far as yeah, actually, Mike said it best. Hello, BFF. Haven't talked to you in 6 months, but can you hook me up?
Yeah.
But Underdog, as far as I know, it is not flocked, although that could be they haven't said. And from what I saw from the glam picture, it had a bit of a sheen to it, at least from what I can tell. So no, it won't be
Yeah, but don't give it time and there'll be one eventually.
yeah. Then we got Grimlock. Now, I don't collect the Transformers line just because I like Transformers, but it didn't quite catch my interest. But
Yeah, but there's a lot of people out there that want that.
that Grimlock looks amazing. Well, just because it's here's the thing. I am not a huge Hey Cope Fresh, welcome, man.
What
Um,
up, Cope?
I am not a huge fan of Chrome. I bought a few Chrome Pops, thought it was cool, and kind of like that bad haircut in high school. Looked at it later and went, "Dear God, what was I thinking?" And I now have a few Chrome Pops I can look at every day and realize that was bad investment, at least pop collecting wise. But this is a nice mixture. You have the Transformer, and you have the gold part is going to be chromed a little,
Hmm.
but the rest of it, it adds to it. It doesn't become what it is.
Yeah.
Um,
Thunder
now,
the Barbarian is actually an interesting one because it's technically before my time, but I
mhm,
actually watched that show a couple times growing up and I enjoyed it. I had a good
so
time.
did I.
I, I wouldn't say I'm attached to the pops or like figures or anything like that, but
Hey, OJ, welcome, man.
I would definitely enjoy watching it for sure. What's up, JJ?
Thanks for
Like,
coming on, man. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like the Thunder. I kind of wish the powers. Yes, for the record, in the 70s, there. Well, basically between when Star Wars came, like the first three Star Wars movies, every protagonist had a power sword or a sword of something that
well,
always glowed.
just kind of let's just put it this way: his head is literally reminiscent of someone else. Just putting it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, that's a whole different ball game. I mean, let's be honest. There was a lot of loincloth between 75 and 85 in cartoons.
This is true. Well, and non-cartoons. Let's not forget that.
Oh yeah. Hope yeah, well, Conan the Barbarian being the main one, but I like the sets. I like the fact that it's going to be a three Thunder. It looks like bootleg He-Man. I think he came out before He-Man though, but like GoBots, which one will history remember? The only thing I wish they would do with it though is here's the thing. I like glow in the dark, and I really think they should have her power, like her magic that's obviously manifesting in her hands,
Mhm.
should glow. His sword should glow, and his eyes should glow.
What's up, Ken? Let's see.
What? What you looking at?
Huh? No, Ken. I'll pop up in that way.
Uh huh. Hey, Pop Epidemic. Thank you for coming on in. Um,
Okay. So
then
I have a gripe because I know there's actually a few My Hero collectors in here, so I'm gonna catch them while they're here. My gripe with Nijire, whatever you want to call her, she's one of the big three. I understand that, but the only thing dedicated to her in the whole like what is it, 4 seasons is it, I think of the anime is a beauty pageant. That's her episode as a beauty pageant. She's supposedly one of the more powerful students in the freaking show,
oh, sorry
and
about that.
she has the only thing she has dedicated to her is a beauty pageant. And I'm like, why is she a con pop? It's a cool looking pop, but it should be a common pop. It shouldn't be a con pop. It should be someone more important as a con pop. Give me Hawk. Give me Fat Gum. Give me even Fat Gum had a better arc than she did, which is insane.
No, no, you're absolutely right. But at the end of the day, it's what they have in it. I mean, the pop looks cool. I
It
mean,
does.
I have a few My Hero Academia pops. The one I pick and choose what I like. I think
Yeah.
this looks pretty cool. Hey, Lisa Noble. The only thing I think might be a problem is if you notice where her hair is done in the hands, it's
Oh yeah,
really
it's gonna be one of the like the what's that movie? Uh oh my god, I can't the one with Angelina from Sleeping Beauty.
Maleficent.
Huh?
Maleficent.
Maleficent. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same
It
issue.
took me a while to say that name without tripping over my own tongue. Um, but I was thinking because of the way they've done this all up, it's going to be a really fragile pop. Like once you have it,
Yeah.
put it in a protector because I'm having flashbacks of when they did Thor Ragnarok, and all those Hulk hammers were
The Hulk
broken.
hammers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey Mitch.
you just missed my rant on My Hero.
Hey Mitch. Long time no see, man. I haven't seen you in minutes.
Yeah, literally.
Then
What's
we
up,
got
Humpty?
HR. Here's this is why we were saying when they were releasing these up until they did like the My Hero, it's like everything they were pulling from the 80s and 70s, at least for the first
Yeah.
couple hours. You got HR Puff and stuff. I am, you know what? I know what it is. I've seen pictures of it. I've never watched an episode, so maybe, maybe it'll be I get a feeling it's going to be the next Scott Pilgrim, where we're not going to ever see commons or anything on shelves, but we're sure as hell going to see them in every convention.
Jesus.
We also have Underdog, which I think, gee, was somebody here wondering? No, I'm just kidding. Underdog, which is a pretty decent pop. I like it. Not one I'm going to pick up though. I mean, they already did what was it, Wonder Dog's villain doctor, whatever. I think who was selling it because I know Clara got one.
Oh, Jesus, was it? Damn, I can't remember whether it's one of those obscure ones like what's his name? Like,
See you later, Popalicious. You
yeah,
take care. Be safe.
I don't remember, dude. To be honest, I don't know. It's one of those more obscure companies, like where the um, like
Dude,
where the night was it not night shit midnight came from.
it's cool, LBD. Don't struggle. Don't struggle.
Yeah, it's bothering me because I remember I just seen that pop not the other day, so it bothers
Well,
me.
we also have what
Gemini, there you go. Gemini. See, it's one of those obscure
Gemini had
ones.
it. Okay. Thank you, Hidden Funkos. I appreciate that. Poor
Thank you.
LBD. He would have messaged me at 2 in the morning going, "It was Gemini."
Yeah, yeah. And yeah,
Uh,
it'd be the one night where you didn't put your phone on do not disturb. Whatever, you know what I mean. It's still stupid. It's still stupid that she has only one thing that she does in the whole damn show, and she gets a freaking con pop. It makes no sense.
LBD is upset because he's been asking Funko to make a pop of him.
They still haven't graduated, so they're still a student. They're working.
Oh,
You're a
okay,
fake
guys.
fan.
Okay, guys. You know what? You can settle this at the after school by the bike rack.
I
Okay.
just thought about it. He's actually wrong, and he has like every single damn pop in My Hero. Shame on you.
We also have He-Man, which I'm surprised. Okay, granted, all right, there is a lot of He-Man here, but both two are sodas, and then for some reason they're ever loving Pez, Funko's obsession with Pez, which I shouldn't talk. I mean, because I do actually, I'm guilty.
Yeah.
But but my point that I'm stressing is, so those sodas are going to be out, which I have a feeling those sodas are going to be worth a lot. I think that'll probably be the one of the higher wants that everybody wants to get their hands on.
Probably. Well, look
Um,
what happened with the Shiro. Like with the last con, that's probably the one. That and the Freddy are probably the only ones that held value for a while.
yeah, yeah. Then
And then the Spike were actually with time. I think went up a little bit. It was like the least favorite, and then it slowly climbed for a bit.
well,
The chase.
He-Man's always going to gather value. We also have we already did the My Hero, and you
Yeah.
vented on that. Then we also have the Dragon Ball Z,
No,
which
it's not Dragon Ball Z. It's actually Dragon Ball. It's from the original series from the 80s.
if I roll my eyes, it's because it's
I'm
so
just saying it's an obscure character too because it's basically Master Roshi in disguise. Um, it's basically what happens is he goes in the tournament to teach his students not that they can't win at everything, and he basically almost loses each time because the students are too powerful. It's a good character, but still not worthy of a con pop. Same thing.
Um, I think someone's trying to get Mitch's attention in chat.
Yeah, no,
And
right?
then the last and final, thank God, anime, and I is One Piece, which I
Yeah,
mean,
it's Chopper. He's the doctor that has like different transformation. He's a reindeer that ate the human fruit, which basically turns him into a were human. So he has like 3 or 4 transformations or something like that. It's a he's a decent character. He has another pop that's really expensive actually.
yeah,
So
I've seen that pop come up a few times. So I'm gonna
yeah,
close this down. I'm going to bring. We already did that. Now, some of these have. Now, keep in mind if you see a company name on the top, it isn't
it's
guaranteed that it's going to
speculation.
be there, but ideally, it looks like that's going to be the case. We have Belle with the blue book from the opening sequence to Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Um,
It's gonna be a popular one, especially with Disney collectors, because a lot of people who collect just from that movie don't collect the whole set, just her. I've
exactly,
seen it.
exactly, and well, Beauty and the Beast has always been popular. I mean, with a lot of people. I mean, I remember watching it as a child in theaters with my mom, and it's something that stays with you. Granted, I don't collect Disney pops. The only Disney pop I actually have is Pocahontas, and that thing has gone up in value. And I bought it for
Yeah,
$5 on the clearance rack. It was like, oh, I need one more pop to fill the. Everyone's been there. You've been at a Hot Topic. It's like 3 for 33. Oh, I got two.
yeah.
Where's the third one?
Pocahontas. That's it.
You're coming home with me. Next, this is not a. This one specifically is not Emerald City Comic Con release. This ended up on Pop in a Box, which, for the love of sweet and all that is holy, it has taken forever for me to get my order from them.
Well, which order?
Which one do you want to name? I mean, I have the Tony Stark one. I have the
Well,
Venom one.
that one knows. I've only seen that. The Tony Stark one. I've only seen people pick it up overseas.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for that one, but I got my was it Thunderbolt Agent
Yep.
Venom.
I got that.
I got the what's the other one? The Red Hood one, and then I just got my Wings Venom the other day, and I just actually recorded the video for that because I played Chase Roulette.
So we got that. I'm gonna get. Well, I like Deadpool, so I'm gonna get that one. Enough Deadpool. So many.
I
uh,
like that one
speak of the devil,
because
I want to. I want
I
to see
called that
somebody
one. I was
cosplay.
like,
I want to see somebody cosplay as this.
be careful what you wish for because you might see it on YouTube. Okay.
Oh, yes, but think about it. You have a bunch of teddy bears, and in anybody that's ever been to any convention, the chances of you having a convention in the middle of winter, except for maybe Emerald City, most of them take place in the spring, summer, and the fall. And if anyone's ever worn a cosplay costume that has lots of fur or foam rubber or whatever you're using as your medium, you're going to sweat to death. And I'm willing to bet an entire pair of pants made out of teddy bears would be death to anybody in the summertime.
Oh yeah, you're yeah. Yeah.
It's where you get to play a rousing game of good cheese, bad meat.
Oh god, not shit. You know what's worse? Horror. Horror is like the worst line ever.
I don't know what happened to LBD. He just disappeared all of a sudden. Welcome back, buddy.
Yeah, see, horror is terrible. Look at that. It messes with streams and everything.
Uh, moving on. This I thought was cool.
It
Uh,
it looks definitely looks cool. I didn't even notice it was glow in the dark, so that's cool.
yes, it is glow in the dark. I'm curious as to how this is going to be sold because the problem with Disney pop, like Pirates of the Caribbean pops, when it comes to conventions, they're impossible to get. Usually, they're not shared. Usually, they're park exclusives.
Well,
So I'm kind of curious as to how they're going to play this. I'm hoping it's not going to be a park exclusive.
if it's a park exclusive, anybody who wants to pay for my hotel, I'll fly. I'll pay for the trip for flying out there.
See, this is what I mean by new friends.
Yeah, just saying. I don't mind go checking out my basically. You give me somewhere. Well, actually, I don't even need somewhere to sleep. I have somewhere to sleep. Just pay for my entrance fee, and I'll go. I'll enjoy the park and pick a couple up.
I'm guessing the skeleton is what glows and nothing else. Like not none of
Um,
the.
it would be cool if the skeleton glowed, and then like some of the jewels would glow. I would hope that would
I,
they would go.
I actually want to see a real picture of this. The only reason why is because you can obviously tell that like the money he's sitting on is all CG'd. Like there's nothing to give you the impression that it's.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what it looks like because that's the only thing that's making me nervous. Because I'm sure everyone here's had seen a glam shop of a Funko Pop and been like,
Oh
"Wow,
God.
that's
Yes.
amazing."
Yeah, and I've had the opposite happen. I was like, oh, that looks like shit, and then when I see it in person, it's like, hey, that's actually pretty cool.
Hey man, I'm thinking Iceman. I mean, how hard would it be to make a translucent blue? Well, okay, Arctic blue pop, and they haven't done it yet.
No, he's frosted.
Hey, and I'm glad I got that pop. Someone gifted it to me, and I will always be grateful for it. But I would like to see an Iceman pop that's clear. I mean that's the nature of the character.
Well, there's that, and then, you want that. I want a freaking Silver Surfer that's fucking metallic. That's by himself. I
Oh,
don't
oh,
need. I
trust me,
don't need. I
that's
don't
gonna be a
need
limited
freaking.
piece at a
I,
convention. Watch.
I don't need fucking Galactus holding him. Like, no, no.
Uh, Here we have Alice in Wonderland. I had a feeling. Now, keep in mind, this is speculative that it's going to be at Hot Topic, but I mean, it fits their motive. Now, did you notice something about the caterpillar?
He's not smoking, getting high.
Yep, he don't have the hookah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
He's got this very dismissive, like, "What do you want?"
He's like, no, no. He's got his hands are in there. He's like, where the fuck is my hookah? That's the look he got. It's like, who the fuck's got my hookah?
I really think they should have done him on the toadstool or something, just to make it look,
Huh.
so,
But he
but
would
I
have
mean,
to be. He would have to been like a 6 inch pop at that point.
like that's ever been a problem for Funko.
Yeah, but there. Yeah, well, you got me there.
I was gonna say you were gonna argue the point. It's like, how many 6-inch Funkos do we have that really didn't need to be 6 inches?
Yeah, yeah. Look, see, Nitro needs that. That's
Well,
not. You know what? That's my face when I see a horror pop. It's like, why?
yeah, I would say it's proportionate. Um, oh, that is what I want. That
Yeah.
is what I need.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm sending that. I was like, I was wondering if you saw it before I sent it, because
I had just seen it, and then 5 seconds later, my phone goes off, and you had sent it to me. I want this pop. I really think it. I mean, let's be honest. I have all the Marvel Zombie pops, and I have diligently been getting each one. Now, I don't have any of the the larger ones, just because I'm not going to buy a super large pop of the same thing that I have in a smaller size. They take
yeah.
up too much space, and I'm not about to decorate my entire apartment with.
Well, some of these look cool, and I like, I like how some of them are glow and things like that. But I can't. I don't. I'm not a fan of the zombie thing, so it's not for me. Don't
Mhm.
get me wrong, I can appreciate them though. They look really nice. So a lot of them
Exactly,
look really good.
exactly. Um, that's apparently going to be Walmart for that.
It's Morbius. It's somebody was asking who it was.
Oh,
I'm like,
Morpheus the living vampire. Sorry, I missed that. My apologies.
yeah,
Morpheus is in fact there's supposed to be a movie coming out for
yeah.
that. So,
He's technically part of the Spider-Man universe,
yeah.
Spider-Verse. He's one of his villains.
Actually, he's technically a part of the Blade universe.
Yeah, but he's not as well known. So yeah, whatever.
Then we have Spider-Man 2099. Venomized zombie. Give it time.
I
Um,
just yeah, that's you know what? Shh, don't give him any ideas, because then I'm gonna be conflicted. Because I do Venomized stuff. Um, I just picked this up the other day, probably like about a month ago, maybe a month and a half,
Same
from
here.
Mama J. From Mama J, she pulled it out of some box or whatever, and I was like, hey, if nobody called dibs, I'm down for it. I'll buy it. So
Yeah, I'm glad I got it. I picked mine up from $7 a pop. But this one looks nice. I mean, it's got a hand pose. Even has the talons for the fingers, which is cool.
yeah, I
Uh,
kind of wanted to be like maybe to be metallic, to be honest with you. like but like a good metallic, maybe just the red of it, like the red parts of it be metallic.
Okay, part of Spider-Man LBD was right. I just remember reading him with when he was fighting with when he was in the Blade comics.
Yeah.
What else we got? Okay, nope, wrong way. Ah, yes. Let's take it.
The
Let's take a pop we already have and just put it in green.
no, not put it, dip it, just dip it. Yeah, everything but the stand.
Yeah, I like it. But I'm not gonna get it for obvious reasons. Just because, yeah,
Yeah. Well,
like
we all know our buddy Mitch has to get it now because he has all the Yodas except for Freddy Yoda.
I really hope they do an 18-inch Yoda
Well,
Chrome.
there he has the 18. Not 18-inch Yoda. He has the 10-inch Baby
No,
Yoda.
no,
So yeah.
I want an 18-inch Chrome Yoda. I want it to be so ugly looking and so large and cumbersome that
No, no. If you make it Chrome, he won't buy it because he's not gonna buy the Chrome Children ones.
no, no, but it will be the only Chrome 18-inch, so he'll be obligated.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And as long as you keep it out of the sun, you'll be fine. And that's it so far for what
Yeah.
I
Is
got.
it?
Yeah, because don't forget, I also did like a master square of it. The other thing I wanted to mention too while we're talking, so Funko Europe is releasing older pops. What are people's thoughts on this? Some people are
You
losing their.
actually you forgot the Sonic's mascot.
Oh, that's okay.
It's all right.
It's basically a Kirkland's Bigfoot.
Little Jersey.
Well, he had to cover up. He was in public. Um, but seriously, what does everyone think about Funko Europe getting some of the older releases? I know a lot of people were
The vaulted releases. Get that right. The
oh
vaulted older releases.
yes, okay, vaulted older releases. I get it, but some people are just
People are losing their shit, and honestly, I feel okay. So the other day, I started getting around to my local places more often now, and I talk to these guys, and they kind of they're not in the community, but they also have people who have a pulse on things. And I know a guy, I know two guys who have cases of Arlias, like real Arlia Vegetas,
mm,
and basically they take turns selling them,
yeah.
and that's how they work it. Like you know, these things were probably they're probably not reprints. They're probably just things that were in somebody's warehouse, and they're deciding to pull them out now.
No, I could see it. Oh, I also forgot about these two. Hold on, throw this up too. Um, Actually, you know what? I'm not going to throw it up because I realize if I do that, I'm going to be spoiling something that probably people haven't seen already. So if you haven't
Uh,
seen WandaVision yet, I recommend watching it.
So Nightshade, here's the thing. You being in Canada, you probably have a better chance of actually buying from European people than people here, just for kind of like shipping reasons and all that other stuff. If I'm not mistaken, Sean.
Yeah.
It's probably less expensive in comparison to shipping here from Europe. And yeah, so I wouldn't like I said I started making a couple of friends out there overseas. Like I have overseas friends, but now I'm starting to hit the Europe scene and kind of I'm helping them and they're probably gonna help me and it's mutual thing. Hopefully one day I'll get to somebody's level, but yeah.
What, my
It's
level?
yeah. You
Dude.
made a lot of friendships out there, man, and I know a couple other people who have done the same and it
Oh yeah.
helps, man. You never know. Like even Clara, somebody got her that European Freddy. She was talking about it the other day on the live stream where where somebody was willing to pick one up for her.
Well, Nightshade, the trick is, if you don't have friends in other countries, look, just find a reshipping company. I use a reshipper in the States. I don't always real. Here's my rule with anybody. If I want something and I can get it for myself and send it to my reshipper, I will. However, if it doesn't go to my reshipper, then I'll ask somebody in the community if they're willing to allow me to send it to their place. And if it turns out that it's in their area locally and I can't get it mailed out, then I'll ask if somebody can pick it up for me. but people are a second and third option. I try to rely on myself as much as I can. Uh, by the way, Michael, if you're wondering, it would be pop culture. Pop culture right now has a lot of are getting a lot of the European releases right now. Last I looked,
So if anybody was worried about buying from those other websites, like like Puppeteers and was it Annie Macy, whatever the hell that was, that other
mm,
website that's been popping up with all the older stuff like Zula, Ahsoka, the Rebels one, and all that other stuff. What's the other one? It's Django Fett. All these older pop Sailor Moon. Chalice just got them, and obviously Chalice how they ship. They ship good. They ship in protectors. They just put up Grievous. They just put up the
Chalice
Ahsoka from
collectibles.
Rebels. Yes,
Okay.
they just put up Mace Windu. A lot of Star Wars stuff. They it's older things, and they're just putting up right now. It's overseas stuff. So if you're missing any of those party for your collection, it's relatively decent pricing before they go up. Because here's what they do: they put it out at a certain price, and then
Yep.
like the next day, instead of getting it for $45, you're paying $80, $90.
You know, another thing is ridiculous. That's only available in the UK. Well, available overseas. How about that Imperial Chrome Batman set?
Oh
Whew,
god, I feel bad for any Batman collector or Joker collector or Harley collector.
Jesus.
Let's be honest. There's not too many of the Robin collectors, so we're
I hear somebody in the group going, "I'm a Robin collector." Quiet. Yes, yes, sir. Um, just like Robin, there are more. We can get rid of you and get another one, and nobody will know the difference.
seriously.
Batman collects Robins like I collect Funko Pops. Um,
It's sad because it's true.
J-
Oh god.
okay, Jason, come here. My name's Tim. Oh, sorry. Um, but oh, I've seen pricing everywhere from lowest was 200 American to somebody trying to sell them for 600 American.
We got one.
We have two Robin collectors. Now the question is, what Robin do you like collecting though?
Yeah, I'm actually a fan of the Damien's more darker version of Robin.
I always liked Tim Drake just because. Hey, Bev, welcome.
What's going on, Bev?
Um, but yeah, I always preferred the Tim Drake. I mean, let's be honest. There's what there's Dick, there's Tim, there's Jason, there's Stephanie, there's Damien.
What's the one that like when Batman's like really old, he recruits like this girl.
Oh God.
Forget what the name of
Yeah,
it is.
Kelly something.
Also, we forgot the Funkoverse Darkwing Duck for
Oh,
the con.
the gaming pack. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Here's the
I
thing. I'm a fan of Darkwing Duck, and I only have Nega Duck in my collection
yeah.
because I was like, you know what? It's not a set I'm willing to go hunt for. It's not worth it to me. But
Uh,
I loved that show growing up. Like that whole concept of Darkwing Duck was awesome to me.
yeah, Duckwing Duck. But I mean, the idea that you have to buy a game board in order to get the top you want. And for what
I'll be
they're
honest with you. I feel like calling my little cousin like, "Hey, buddy, you know that thing you like to do when you're in stores? Because when you don't want to, yeah, can you mind grabbing me one?" There's always a
wrong.
kid I remember buying like these things like where it comes with like a separate item, and sometimes you would have to search because like all the separate items were so reachable that kids would like just bang the window and pull it out and leave the so they'll leave the whole toy, but like that little
Dude, that
special
is
item that comes
wrong.
with. I
I
know,
do
but
not.
kids would do that all the time, and I used to get pissed. I was like, really? You really just put your hand in there just to take out that one thing and I was like, no, I don't want it. I was like, it's missing though, the whole purpose of it. It's like, damn.
To say, I do not support nor endorse.
No, neither do I. I was making that joke because I've seen it happen so many times, especially at my local Walmart. My local Walmart is notorious for that.
The other thing I wanted to mention too was, like I was saying about going back to what we were talking about earlier, the Imperial Chrome Batman. I've seen those go as low as 200 American to 600 American. Well, I showed you that one post. That guy was selling
Yeah,
originally. He wanted 600 American, then he downgraded to 400 American, and almost $1,000 for the Chase Robin.
and here's the thing. Yeah, they're China exclusives, but even people in China are not gonna be selling those things for retail. And I'd be surprised if they're selling any. Like how is Funko still using China as a factory base, or what's going on there? I don't
I,
remember.
I have no clue. I just know that those are going to be really hard to come by, and those who actually have them. Here's the thing. I generally, and I'm sure anybody here who's ever had a limited release Funko Pop with doesn't matter
You
if
mean
it.
like a nice Boba Fett? Yeah.
I was thinking Kirk Hammett myself, but I mean that's even more limited. There's
Yeah,
only
but
1,000.
it doesn't. No me mueve. We have a saying in Spanish called no me mueve el tapete.
Ah, translation for the Spanish impaired.
It doesn't stir me.
Oh, okay. But the point that I'm trying to stress here is
Inside.
that the I get the feeling those are going to stay. They're going to retain value because I've always noticed that, especially the Asian pops, even if they're commons.
Yeah.
It's,
Here's the thing. Those Asia exclusives, they always have value. Here's the problem with them. Half of the things that they put out, nobody cares about.
yeah. Oh no, I agree.
But we're talking about like DC Asia exclusives. That's a whole nother ball game. If a bullshit Asia exclusive that nobody cares about holds value of at least $60 that I've seen,
Hey, Michael.
I can only imagine these a
I was
piece.
trying to find that store the other day. If you could send me the link to it, it'd be great because I'm compiling a list of stores that I shop at, and I saw it the other day on Instagram. And for the life of me, I spent 2 days looking for it. So if you know what it is, um,
Mm,
speaking of which, someone just asked me. Hold on a second here. Local collector. Hold on a second here. Done. Hey buddy, is $7 a pop legit? Uh,
I got that. You know what's funny? I get that question from people from overseas.
well,
So,
it's because this is the person I'm speaking to right now on my computer is actually somebody that he's a local collector like I do, so we actually help each other back and forth. A lot of the stuff that I've picked up for people that are in this chat,
oh
uh,
him,
is
I remember him.
I thought they had a referral. Damn, guess I was wrong.
I think they took it down. I think they used to have one.
Uh, oh, he's thinking of getting an autograph pop.
Hmm.
Uh, well,
Like, okay, perfect example. I send some of my overseas buddies that Jiraiya pop that everybody
yeah,
wants. It's like $110 or something. PPG. They're selling it for $48, and their money right now is more. It's more than the American dollar. So for them, technically, it's even cheaper. Yeah, obviously they got to pay the shipping and all that stuff, and they're like, somebody tried to say I was like that it was a fake site. I was like, I came in here in good faith to share something with you, and you're trying to tell me I'm trying to share. Like I wasn't tooting my own horn. I was like, I have a channel. I am publicly. I'm in the public eye. I'm talking to a lot of people. Why would I want to be associated with something that's a scam? Makes no sense. That's kind of how I explained it to them. I was like,
yeah,
that would be detrimental to anything I try to do in the future. Like I would never do that. First of all, I wouldn't do that just for moral reasons, but like as a smart person in general, why do that?
yeah.
It's
I know. Thank you, Michael. I got that. No, and I agree. And here's the thing. $7 a pop is an incredibly legitimate site. They have I've bought from them twice. I bought one of my grails from them, and they are good. In fact, I ordered the Ernie Hudson, and I am trying to see if I can win that Ecto one that they had on there.
yeah, the for
But
the
yeah,
mystery
for the
box
mystery
one.
box. But I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm not.
holding your breath.
No, not by any stretch of the imagination. I would.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, if
Like I
I
said,
get it, I get
I
it.
hope you get lucky. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Problem with right now is shipping, at least here in Ontario. So here's a little inside baseball for me shipping stuff to where I'm living at right now. The Mississauga sorting plant had one entire shift where a fair percentage, almost more than half of that shift, contracted COVID. So the post office, in their infinite wisdom, told that shift, "Don't bother coming in," which is fine. Okay, that's fine. Safety precautions. I get it. All right. Quarantine them. That's fine. But then they didn't have anybody for those shifts. So you have a 3 shift plant with only 2 shifts. And now people are getting angry because the idea of paying for expedient shipping and not getting it shipped out, and Canada Post is playing the, well, COVID is to blame, and that's why this is happening. People are saying in return, this has been an issue going on for over a year. So why are you still
Yeah.
having these problems?
Okay. So just to answer, Bev, just okay. If or anybody who has doubts about $7 pop, not only is $7 pop a legitimate website and they've been around for quite a while now, they're pretty well known. That's where most people get all their protectors. Decent price protectors. That's not what they're not what I use because the way they're made, it's not exactly one hand friendly.
Hmm.
But in all the film takes me a long time to do, but like they're good protectors. And the only thing, my only complaint, if it wasn't for the film that it has on top of it, is the UV protection. The UV protection is something I need because I don't want to deal with that. But other than that, like and they have some of the best hard protectors ever, the pop armors. And when they pack extremely well.
Oh yeah.
They pack like a collector. They don't pack just like a regular business with just trying to get you your product.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to show those three. Hold on a second. Keep going. What I'm doing right now is I don't generally like, because obviously I'm on my own channel. I don't like to proselytize my own channel, but I'm going to leave. Hold on a second here. Um, oh, Funko Canada just posted something. Um, do la di dee la di da.
Oh, so just like I said, they got good protectors. They're decent price. They got the best hard protectors you can get out there for your grills for sure. Um, their shipping is really well done, and if you get anything over a certain price, it comes in a really good protector. It doesn't come in one of the crap protectors. Like,
Here for any of my Canadian viewers, watch this video. It's 2 pops that I ordered from $7 a pop, and you'll see. And the boxes were never open; they were opened on the video itself. You'll see how they were wrapped, what you receive. Granted, they do, and I have not tried it yet because honestly, I like gum, but gum's one of those things you have to have time to enjoy.
yeah,
You can't
yeah.
really. Um,
Well, you get gum in your boxes.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, K Dog and Fish do pack very well. I agree with you, Bev, and they are great people for that. $7 a pop. The difference between K Dog and Fish and $7 a pop is $7 a pop is dealing in, um,
Collections.
like they buy collections and they sell collections, and so you're getting things that you wouldn't normally see on the market. K Dog and Fish is incredibly good at getting American exclusives and other things of that particular nature. But for instance, I'm a Ghostbuster collector. I don't know if it surprises people, but I do collect Ghostbusters, and I have a few Ghostbusters things in my house. Not that many, but a few.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
I've been trying to fill out my collection, which, granted, it's going to be a little difficult, but I wanted a specific pop, and in that video, they had it at a good price. I got it shipped to me, and everything. I got it. Um,
Well, here's the thing. Also, on top of getting where they buy collections and you can and they put them up at a certain. They have 3 different drops. There's one blind drop where they don't tell you what's going to be on it, and there's
mhm.
2 drops that they always pre-inform you on Instagram and through email what's going to be on there.
Yep.
Their grading is very like their 7.5s can be compared to some nines in other places.
Hmm.
So if you get a 7.5 for $7 a pop, you're getting a decent pop. Anything
Yeah.
lower than that, I wouldn't trust it too much. Like I wouldn't buy it. A 7.5. Like I said, their grading system's very, very strict. So I like their grading system. So when you get something from them, you know what you're getting.
Exactly. And um, my only thing right now that I'm worried about with them is, hey, Quick Draw, how's it going, man? Hope you're
Quick
doing.
A.
The one thing I'm hoping though that I'm having the one thing I'm having problems with $7 right now, and it's not even $7 fault. It's with the Canada Postal Service. I have had. Oh wow, that's impressive.
What?
So a package that was shipped from Australia to Canada before this, some other packages just arrived. Granted, it's probably in BC right now. In fact, oh, even my dead mouse has arrived. For the record, that's the pop. I didn't actually order a box of dead mice, although that would have been an interesting thing to have. Oh, okay. So it's probably at the Mississauga plant, which God knows when it will arrive if they decide to ever move their asses. But I digress. Sorry for any posties that are currently in here. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean it's been really interesting. The other thing I'm going to pimp out too is anybody that's in here. Um, and LBD, thank you by the way for being a recent contributor. I've recently started a Patreon. Just to give you guys an idea, the purpose of this particular Patreon is not to profit at any level. My only goal is to try to subsidize my shipping costs. Last year, I did a few giveaways, usually one every 2 months, sometimes one every month if I could afford it. And overall, between getting things and putting it together and all the shipping and all that other stuff, I spent close to about 400 to 500, give or take. Which, I mean, I didn't mind. I knew what I was getting into. So the whole point of this Patreon is basically just to try to not break even, but at least absorb some of that cost.
And I'm just gonna put this out there. You never know what's gonna be in those giveaways, and considering that this is the one he did for the one you're doing right now is stuff that some of that stuff we can't get over here, or we couldn't get it initially over here. So that's it's not always gonna be something like that, but you never know. And like
Yeah,
I said, it's still and it's not. So it's about I don't know what it is Canadian, but from what I remember, it's like 250 American, $2.50,
yeah.
not 250. So don't get that confused. $2.50 American, which is not bad, and it's just to.
And I'll explain what you get for that. You'll get one of my I have some old channel stickers and new ones, so you'll get basically until I run out of the old ones. I'll give you one new sticker, an old sticker. Any new stickers that come out, I will be you guys would get automatically, and I'm going to just keep doing that. I'm keeping it really small right now. I might do if things pick up. I might do larger tiers, but only if I'm going to be doing giveaways because basically I want the tiers to pay for themselves. I'm just going to post the Patreon. Whoops, that I don't know if that's actually going to show up because I just threw it into that one. So $30 American. Yeah, yeah, Mitch. I wish that was the case because if that was $30 American, I could afford to do a giveaway every month easily, no problems, no questions asked. But there it is. If like I said, if anybody can find it, be great. I'd be really appreciative. And also, I put your name on a Patreon support page that will show up at the end of all my videos. Right now, it is growing, so I'm probably going to have to redesign it. It's pretty shoddy right now. Do you have a 350 tier? No, not at the moment. I want to try to keep the tiers pretty simple. This
You
way,
gotta make it. You gotta make it 350 tier just for Mitch. Then no. You do that, and then Mitch has to also give something away because it was requested by him.
right, the
Yeah.
Mitch tier. Okay, the 350 tier will come included with one coffee crisp bar. Actually, no crap, because I can't even mail. I'd have to actually mail that in a regular box. I couldn't even do it. Well, I could do it in a bubble envelope. Your chocolate bar will be a little thin, and I just have to cut a hole in the corner and just pixie stick it out.
By the way,
But yeah,
coffee crisp is really good. I
pardon?
was. I said the coffee crisp was really good. I was able
Really?
to.
What's it like without Axe body spray sprayed all over it? Is it any different?
Yeah.
Is it a band-aid or a sticker on her arm?
Bandage. They actually had a They tried to find two veins. They couldn't find one on that arm, so they had to do this one.
Oh,
So she's bandaged on both of them, and then also up here because she got a shot as well. So
oh
it was not a good day.
wow. I remember when they were trying to draw blood from me last, and I swear the nurse who did it must have been new.
No, she had Leah has like her veins are pretty deep. She doesn't get a lot of work done either, and so they even had a machine that like helps show where the freaking
Yeah,
vein is, and
like it uses light. I've seen that.
yeah,
Cool that you
so
guys have
she
that.
even with that the vein was so deep that they couldn't. And the nurse was scared to go any deeper because she doesn't want to hurt her, but she had to eventually, and then it finally got to it. I was like, Jesus. And after the first one, she was freaking out with the second one. She didn't want to do it anymore. She was like, no. And the nurse made the mistake. Says like, oh, if we can't get it today, we'll do it another day. You come back. So yeah, let's come back. She's ready to go. Once she said that, I was like, no, you gotta stay and try it the other arm.
Yeah, I'm like that too. I think the funniest thing I've ever had somebody pull blood is she obviously hit the vein where she needed to hit, and I don't. Maybe she moved her finger quicker than she should have, and I'm sitting there and I'm talking to her and I'm not paying attention, right? And all of a sudden, I could feel my arm like there's. It feels like warm water falling on my hand. The vein was doing this and hitting me like just on the wrist, and I'm going. I went, oh, and I put my finger there, and she turns around and goes, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I moved my hand. I should." She was busy talking to me. She took her hand to put a label on one of the vials. What's that?
It's squishy. Oh,
Okay,
it's a ball that they gave her for poking her with needles 3 times.
really? All I got was a band-aid and an apology.
Nah, she gets a ball and 2 stickers.
Uh, oh, yes. I
Mind
swear
you.
every time I go and see a doctor now, that's all they want is they want to know how I'm doing in my blood.
Yeah, that's what happened to me last time. I was like, oh yeah, let's check everything. I was like, cool, check everything. But I mean everything came out fine.
Yeah. Well, I told you what my results were. My results were basically, I was fine for one thing, and then the other thing, they were like, yeah, so you're still anemic and you still need to take iron pills. And why aren't you?
It's like bad Sean, bad Sean,
Well, no. Okay.
bad Funko Illuminati.
No.
For anybody here who has anemia,
No.
I will say this to you. I've had it for about a year, and now that I know what it is, it's really, really difficult to manage on the basis of you either have to eat lots of red meat and green vegetables, which I don't mind doing. I actually enjoy that. But if, when I'm working, I usually make quick food, which unfortunately is things like pierogies and starch. Let's be honest. So I hate taking those pills because they kill your gut, man. It is not fun at all. But there was something else I wanted to mention. Um, oh, oh, well, see, Lisa Noble knows what it's like.
What
Um,
about your live stream for Sunday?
oh yes, thank you. Before I even forget that, okay. So guys, going to be doing the live stream. Those nasty green pills. Yep, those are nasty. And my favorite part is I've been drinking orange juice, and I've been drinking organic orange juice. It's not like it normally tastes. Um,
Take your word for it.
yeah, yeah. Oh, you should buy some. Try it. We'll do it together. Um, First man to tap
Okay,
out
yeah.
loses. But yes,
All I gotta say is, I was never one to fall under peer pressure. But not about to start now.
I'm not peer pressuring. I wouldn't peer pressure anybody into that.
You know what? Give me a beer. I'm good.
Um, so yes, this Sunday, Funny Cars and Zambonis down at the car lot. We will be doing my. Okay, so originally I had a goal. My goal was small at the time because I was at 812, 8. I think 812, 815. And I said, oh, I want to try to hit 850 by February, by the end of January. No, sorry, by the end of February. That was it originally. And long story short, with the help of LBD, Dead Zone, Mitch, I believe Quick Draw as well,
Yeah.
Clara, Whoa, especially Clara, man, she really went above and beyond, and thank you. And I really hope she's on next week.
Yes.
And as
Well,
well as
she did mention that they should be coming to check her stuff in tomorrow. So hopefully,
yeah, she was saying that.
if the
Uh,
weather permits, because it looks like it's going to be something going down today.
a bearded pop was nice enough to let me advertise my channel on his live streams. Um, there was also a mini little shout out on one of Tylock's live streams. And between all that and me, Chris actually, Funko Asylum also let me advertise on his page, and Gasselcast has been really good to the community in that respect. So with all this going out, it blew up. Like for instance, I don't normally advertise that I do YouTube on my my personal Facebook, but I thought, you know what, why not? That post got shared several times over, which I was not expecting. Oh, and yeah, and Uncut Scratchy, thank you very much too. I forgot, put me on his page as well. So it literally went above and beyond what I was
Uh, for
expecting.
for those who don't know, Umpty keeps track of all the live streams, and he has a website where you can check out what time all those live streams air.
Thank you, KNL. I appreciate that. Oh yes, and KNL was another person who helped along the way. Thank you very much. I apologize. I try to keep track of everything in my head, but
Well, when
sometimes
you get so many people doing it, man, it's hard to keep track of it. That's why inside when you start naming off names, man, it's hard. It's not
exactly.
easy.
But like I said, every person helped in every little way, and it went, and I got over 1,000. So I'm still going to keep to my original plan. I'm still going to do the 850. I'm still going to do the 850 giveaway. What was that? Was that yours or mine? Okay. I'm still going to do the 850 giveaway. The 850 giveaway, actually, if I can find the original Instagram picture, I'll show you guys what that's going to be. It's still open to anybody who still wants to take part. There's an older video. It'll say about the giveaway and what it's about. Hold on a second. I apologize. I was not expecting to do this just now, but uh, now it's better than never. Huh. Well then. Oh, there it is. 850 giveaway. Here we are. So I'll just pull that picture up and
Yeah.
we will share.
Also,
There we go. So there it is right there. That's what I'm giving away. I'm giving away now this shared sticker Iron Bob, gelatinous cube with convention sticker from last year's ECC, shared sticker Nightwing, and because I failed at a horrible chase roulette, an Agent Venom, along with 10 coffee crisp bars, because a majority of the people uh, that watch my videos are Americans, so I figured Coffee Crisp has always been a good way to grease the wheels. So it'll be 10 Coffee Crisp bars, a Funko Illuminati sticker, along with a Funko Limited Edition, because there's very little of them left, Funko Illuminati pin, and that will all be sent out to anybody who wins. Now, this is an older thing, by the way. For the record, it was the most easiest one I could find. So there's
also,
sorry.
I don't even think I entered the giveaway yet. I
Oh,
gotta do that.
okay. Well, basically, anybody who enters watch the video. The video will explain how you get into the giveaway. And on LBD's been nice enough to let me use his time slot, which will be 6:30 Eastern Standard Time this Sunday, and we will be drawing. I will be drawing a winner. I know some other channels are going to be popping on. There might be some additional giveaways from those other channels. Well, the Canadians still get the coffee crisp bars. I mean, quite frankly, I'm not about to go out and buy a bunch of American chocolate bars. I'm sorry. We
No,
just got out.
he ate all the Twinkies and all the American chocolates. It's
Well, the other thing too, LBD. I mean, let's be honest, we just got out of a lockdown, and we're just getting, they're
yeah.
removing
Uh,
these.
Oh, and to answer Quick Draw's message, he was asking if I sent you out your stuff yet. We were waiting for another package that somebody was sending in for him, and it ended up getting sent back to sender because postal service, and it just got here yesterday or the day before. I think I told you it got here. Remember that? So basically everything. I'm only waiting for one more package, and then his box is ready to go.
Okay, so here's the giveaway video. I'll put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to partake in that giveaway, any and all are welcome. I am not neglecting anybody. Doesn't matter where you are. If you're
Timbuktu.
well, Timbuktu will probably be cheaper than what I was about to say. I was going to say Japan actually, because we do have somebody in the chats from Japan, Australia. Uh, even if you know, even if you're in the littlest and lowliest of places like Jersey, I will send it out.
By the way, that if for those of you who don't know, that Janatlik's cube is pretty nice. Just saying, it's a nice pop. It's a oddly shaped box,
Oh, the gelato?
and
No, the
yeah,
gelato
and
cube will fit this way, but if you try to put anything behind it,
it. Well, no, I'm just saying, like in general, the pop looks really nice. It's a good one, and it's a weird shaped box,
mm,
and it's a con sticker, which holds some value. So
yeah.
even if it's not
Actually,
your
it's
thing, you
$70 right now. That pop.
85.
Okay, but
85.
regardless, and now I know I hit over 1,000K, and here's okay. I see my name on it. uh, just let you guys know as well. I will be doing 1,000K live. This will be taking place in March. I've settled on, I believe. Hold on a second. You know what? Why am I doing that when I have everything see? This is why you should always write things down, because if you write things down, you'll never forget them.
20, 20th or the 27th? No, wait, 21st?
It is
21st?
the 14th, March 14th.
Oh, 14th.
Yes. So,
No, you know that's daylight savings there.
oh, great, great. We'll celebrate the daylight savings with the daylight savings tree and gifts, and
Yeah.
maybe look for daylight savings out Easter eggs or
Well,
whatever.
you know that might confuse people when the live stream is.
I don't think there's probably very few people in here that still have an analog clock, but these are the other people
Oh,
that
we gotta remember we have Mitch in the chat. Okay,
you know the rule. Unless he's in the
he's
unless he's
there. He's right there. He just made a comment.
when did I hit 1 million subs? I wish if I had 1 million subs. I'd be sitting there going, yeah, this happened. But yeah, so here's that'll be on the 14th. That'll be a 1K. I am going to do a giveaway on that. I haven't settled on it because I was waiting for the lockdown to be done, and so I could actually go out and do some shopping. I will have a giveaway for that. The only stipulation for that giveaway is you have to be in the live stream for the giveaway. That's my only thing I'm going to do for this, because I want to get as many people in there, have a good time, shoot the shit, so to speak, have fun, play some games, just generally have a good time. And I'm going to try to make it a fairly decent giveaway. If you, if you had 1 million subs, it would be a huge case, because it'd be Subway subs. Oh dear God, no, man. Subway subs are like 80% bread. There's a place.
Man, you're better off going to your Kona Bodega to get a sandwich than going to freaking.
Yeah, I was thinking there's a sub place called Big Mike's. Oh my God, they make their own bread.
Yeah,
Actually,
Jersey Mike's better.
But anyways, so that will be taking place on the 14th, and it's going to be fun. And LBD again was nice enough to loan me his time spot, just because I want to set it up so, as you can see, the people that are going to be there are people that can be there. So that's going to be on the 14th. Fun. And then who knows after that?
After this, I gotta go record another video. So.
Oh yeah, you have to record another video because you see he's sacrificing his time for us. We should be grateful.
No. He's making that joke because I called him to tell him and Mitch Niz, instead of recording my second video right after the one I did, and he gave me shit about it, like all Canadian.
Hey, Dead Zone. Hey man,
Dead Zone.
For the record, the news was he's not pregnant. He's very happy. You want to hear something really, really weird? I was reading. Apparently, if a man takes a female pregnancy test and comes back positive, it's because there's a high chance that he might have testicular cancer because it changes the chemicals. Yeah, I was sitting there going, what doctor was sitting there going, there's got to be a quicker way of testing people?
You ever watch House? There you go.
I haven't watched.
Somebody real high off some medication.
Well, no, thanks to House, I learned how to take my inhaler.
Oh, I love that. No, one of my favorite episodes ever. Just because of that moment. That moment is like ingrained in your mind after you see it.
You want to hear something really funny? I was 14, had a huge asthma attack, ended up in the Fort Erie Hospital, and the woman who was taking the inhaler was very well endowed, and she liked wearing tight shirts. So when she's taking the inhaler, she goes, and you take a deep breath like this, and then you exhale, and you take a deep breath like this, and you exhale. And poor 14-year-old Sean has his parents beside him, and he's trying not to look at her, but trying to look at her to show that he's paying attention to on how to use his inhaler. And I remember leaving, and my stepfather goes, "She really likes her job, doesn't she?" uh, I even get a cake that day. Nice.
I like both shows, and I have to disagree with you.
I haven't seen either shows, and I don't feel bad for it, but I do know that there's are.
Here's the thing. One is more like a telenovela, and the other one is more like I can't even compare it to anything, to be honest with you.
Well, I think the only thing I liked about the idea when I heard about House was people losing their minds when they found out that he was British, and that the accent he
Well,
used on the show was just that, an American accent. It wasn't his natural voice.
yeah, no, I remember the first time I learned that I was like, "Holy shit!" Yeah,
That part.
you
Sorry.
know what's funny though? The reason I even started watching that show is because when you travel, a lot
Mm,
of Latin American countries they don't like have regular programs in English all the time. So the
mm,
few channels that you do get in English at night, if you're not out, having a good time, and you're just relaxing one day at home, or wherever you're staying, it's gonna be House, Friends, The Mentalist, a couple like obscure shows and things like that. Some NCIS and things like that. Like you'll find that like in the middle of the night on TV, and that's how I started watching House. And then when I got back home, I ended up watching it all on Hulu. And well, when Hulu became a thing, because it
yeah.
wasn't a thing when I first saw it.
But yeah. So trying to think of what else there is, because there's not really much else to do. I know Bearded Pop's going to be on in about. We're gonna wrap this up in about 17 minutes, because I know Bearded Pop's got his live stream coming on. So, uh, um, I'm sure some people here want to go over to that one, but overall, I think this is pretty good. I mean, I'm happy with what's been shown so far. It's nothing going to be wallet breaking like NYCC was last year, thank God.
Well,
Um,
that we know of, because remember that Boba Fett wasn't announced, and when it, and then like last minute, last day, it was got announced.
no, and I get it, and I can that doesn't bother. Well, it bothers me, but it doesn't. Um, but my thing that I'm trying to stress is that at least in this respect, it's
It's well
uh,
spread out.
yeah. And Pop Couple has a stream at 9 p.m. as well. Okay. Um, I just like the fact that it's going to be something that I can, you can financially deal with. It's not going to be like killing the wallet.
Yeah, I guess yeah, the same thing. Like it's well, that's here's the thing. I like that it's hitting different people's fandoms enough
Mm,
that it's not all like, oh, I need to buy 5 different freaking pops and hopefully I can get them. It's
mhm.
like, hey, maybe I might need 2 or 3 of these.
Exactly. And I mean, also, I mean, this community is pretty good at helping each other get what they want.
Yeah.
So, well, and I'm kind of curious as to what's going to show up at Toys R Us. Because Toys R Us is always a crapshoot with what they get. Lately, they've been getting a lot of Oh, that was hey, Sleeping Collectibles, welcome. The one thing I'm really surprised that Toys R Us is getting is Funko Shop exclusives. Now, granted, they had the Mickey and Minnie gingerbread pops, which I mean, okay. Hey, look, it's a small victory. It's not a great victory. It's not any one that I would sit there and go, yep, and that's when I killed that small mouse and I planted its head on my mantle. It's not what I call a major victory, but it gives me hope that stuff could start showing up here, like it does for pulp culture.
Yeah. Well, well, before we head out, one thing I gotta say about the Funko Shop thing, the way they're doing it drops, very interesting, very different. I like it. I like it and I hate it at the same time because I'm always scared before something drops, and then after I'm like, okay, like the Loki. If I was a Loki fan, I would have been heartbroken because that one was one that went in 2 minutes. Like it didn't last at all.
That's true. I'll give you that, but I mean, at least it gave everybody a chance, and I
Yeah,
th- I think doing it this way and not keeping to a set schedule really screws bots over.
yeah, no, yeah, no. Like I said, I agree with it, and I enjoy it, but at the same time, you get that FOMO because you'd never know like what's gonna be next. It's not like they tell you like, oh, this is what's gonna come out next in the Funko Shop. It's whatever they decide and whenever they decide. And I know I've heard a few people say like, oh, they drop it at this time. It's like, no, it's been different hours and different days. It's in between a certain time frame, but for the most part, it's never the same exact time.
Wow. I was just looking at some other sites. They're already starting to do pre-orders for con stuff,
Yeah.
and they're charging like $45 for an EB Games or GameStop pop. Like, really?
Wow.
Seriously? Give your head a friggin' shake, man. Like, oh well. All I know is that the one I want is definitely Marvel Zombie. I would like to get the Spider-Man. Now I heard Spectre is going to be another one that's going to be spoiled, which I'm hoping I can get as well. But we'll see. I get the feeling it's going to be a Tokyo toy. I don't know why.
So far, my main like really really want is gonna be the Spider-Man. Like
Hmm.
that's the only one I really like. I need to have it. Other than that, the Jackie Chan will be cool. The My Hero one will be cool, but the one I really want from the con itself is definitely the Spider-Man for sure.
Hmm. Definitely. Um. I'm just. Oh, cool. Uh, for the record, not Funko related, but the Epic Game Store, I need to fix that because they advertise stuff all the time and it pops up on my Windows notifications. Dude, what are you watching, sir?
It's not me. That's my baby mama on the phone with
Uh,
with my kid.
well, can you tell her we're busy, man? Like, seriously.
Or do you think she's a baby mama?
Excuse me. So if anybody wants to copy this and send me a copy of this video, I will gladly find out who she is and send a copy.
You make that joke, but I talk a lot of shit about the whole situation all the time, and I know for a fact that they watch most of the stuff, and I know they don't understand everything. She doesn't understand everything I say, but I know she understands most of it. And then her daughter watches it too. That's why I never get too crazy like when I say certain things. But like I said, most of the things I say, it's stuff I stand behind it. I don't, it is what it is. It is how it happened. It's not a lie. You know,
Yeah, that's what I think. If LB does that, that'd be a whole new show. Lots of subtitles. Lots of subtitles. So one thing you can say about Spanish, you can tell anger from happy real quick by the cadence of the speed at which people are talking at. But I'm like I said, I'm pretty happy with everything that showed up. I'll be. It's just a question of the worst part is because I have this new job. because I have this new job, I can't even take the day off work to go and get what I want. Because they don't have I don't have paid days off with this place. I am not about to lose a day's wages just to go and get some Funko Pops.
Sick day.
Yeah, but it's not a paid sick day, dude. I'm not going to take time off my paycheck. I'm not going to lose money off my paycheck just to buy toys.
Come on.
There's a lot you can talk me into. That ain't going to be it.
Is there?
Hey, look, money allows me to afford the finer things in life, like food, clothing, shelter.
Editing new videos and being mad at the post office. Yep, I feel you on both of those things.
Yeah. Don't even get me started with the post office. And the worst part is, I have friends in the collector community that work for the post office, and I always get this. Well, can you not be so mad, dude? The entire world has been screwed over for a year. I mean, I'm the worst at planning things, and I'm at the worst at putting things together. That's why when I do giveaways, I do them for like 3 weeks. It's not because I'm an incredibly generous human being. It's because I just want to do it at my own pace. I don't want to feel rushed.
Oh
But
yeah, actually, I
huh?
forgot to mention something.
What?
Check us out tomorrow on
Oh,
totally Mitchy Collectibles. Going
yes,
some
that's right.
some crazy unboxing of like
Hold
some
on.
crazy mystery boxes.
We'll do it even better. Hold on. First one to get Mitch's
Link
channel.
his yeah, there's his channel. So there's also gonna be an unveiling of a crazy trade that it took 3 people to get done. Technically 4 if you include the person who had the main item in the whole trade. But Jesus, man, it took about a week and a half to get it all done, like get it all squared away. And I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to see them open everything.
Yes, the things LBD had to do, the unspeakable, horrible,
Yeah, I had
mind
to be a
altering.
nice person. You realize how hard that is?
I admit, dude, that must have killed you inside.
Yeah,
That just
like I had to use that other voice that you like to talk about all the
the Caucasian voice, you call
time.
it? Oh, gee golly, sir, I don't know what the current sports team is doing.
You know the funny part is I really didn't because the dude is probably speaks just as I do or more. Let's put it that way.
I'm trying to pull up Mitch's page right now, and it just crashed on me.
Wow. Okay, I'll do it. Well, I can pull up mine. It's on mine too. Are you trying to pull
Well,
up his YouTube?
is YouTube?
I was just gonna put up the post on IG.
Well, no, I was going to pull up his YouTube. That way, anybody that's here can actually. You LBD had to use his mouth a lot.
Can
So
I ask,
LBD,
is that
when you're
quick or is that dead zone? I can't tell.
that's dead zone. But would it really matter at that point?
No, no, no. But it's good to know, where he stands at
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm gonna really enjoy tomorrow.
Hold on. We're trying to find it here. Oh,
Where-
finally. Here we go. Totally Mitchin. Loading. Okay, guys. So here we go. This is Mitch's channel. The live stream is going to be tomorrow at what time?
I just had it pulled up too. Tomorrow it's gonna be at 8:30 Eastern.
So 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So basically about 30 minutes from where we're closing off today. And yeah, it's gonna be a great time. There's gonna be Dead Zone's gonna be there. LBD is going to be there, of course. Mitch, because it is his channel, he'll be there.
Yeah.
I might be there just because usually yes, I will be called an old man for this, but I get up at work for around 6:30 in the morning, and so sometimes I like to have a little sleep. What? What can I say? Hey, I have 3 cans of energy drink. I was thinking of drinking one before doing this
Just take
because
a nap before.
yeah, and then it screws me up, and then I'm still yes. Guests
One.
are welcome. Um, but other than that, it should be a good time. I mean, I'm familiar with what was done and and the horrible atrocities that LBD had to perform.
Yeah. Your kindness is a virtue.
For the record, LBD is an autumn. If you're wondering for lipstick to send him. All right. Well, good to hear. Sleeping collectibles.
All right.
Definitely. I'll probably be out like a light by then. I know right now, once I finish this, I'm going to retreat to the Illuminati cave where I will pull the lid on my coffin and wait until,
And get in the fetal position. Yes, we get it.
yes, and cry hysterically while eating a bag of Oreos. What? Doesn't everyone do that?
Well, it's only Oreos because you ran out of Twinkies.
You know what the funny part is? The first one I had, and I'll be honest, those were incessantly sweet, and I did not care for the first one. But but after trying the first one, the second one wasn't so bad, and the third one was just as good as the second. And
Like I told you, it kind of reminds me of that Caribbean drink I had. The first thing I was told was like the first one's always gonna be funky, but after that you're good. And like ever since then, anytime I go out there, that's the only drink I have.
mm, well, yeah, I remember mentioning there was a Trinidadian convenience store, and they used to sell this. I can't even, I don't even know what it was because I can't remember the label, but it was this bright red drink, and it was sweet. It's just like, and it wasn't syrupy sweet. It was just
I was about to say, you talking about Sex on the Beach?
no, it was a can. It was like a pop can, and it was
Oh, okay.
carbonated. Like, think of Tahiti treat, but 1,000 times sweeter. Well, anyways, boys and girls, I'm gonna wrap this up for another week. We've been on for about an hour and a half, and basically, so yeah, so next week, well, sorry, tomorrow we got Mitch's live happening. Looks like Sleeping Collectibles will also be doing a live stream tomorrow as well. 9:30, I'm guessing Eastern Standard Time. Sleeping Collectibles, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Also, please, guys, I hope you guys come next week on back here at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time for the for the 850 giveaway, and we're gonna have a great time. Got plenty of guests. Dead Zone's going to be there. Mitch is going to be there. Claire, hopefully, and LBD as well, and a few others along the way. So, in the meantime, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you have an amazing week, and we'll see you then. See ya.
Later.